Meir. Meir.
Everybody's attention, please. I have a surprise. But it's a positive surprise. I would like to make this announcement, and that we have a keyboard here for fellows who have in the base medrash and people who have graduated from intermediate to the base medrash. Just give me 1 second. I'm not going to speak long. We had a bunker who was in our program, Shirley Buchenbaum, who unfortunately passed away last year. Some of you might have known him. And there was a Karen set up in his honor by his family. For those fellows who the committee decided are showing steiging in Torah and growth in learning, and I would like to use this opportunity, since we have a tzibur, to present 2 people with that. They didn't know I was coming, but that's life. Okay, it's a 500 shekel class with a thing here to Meir Dobkin.
Especially since even people do daf yomi and they finish shas, they don't do Seder Yisrael. They do this Seder at the Mishnah that doesn't even have a Gemara on it. It's a great accomplishment. It's filling up the Chisaron that would otherwise not be addressed. And Bezos Hashem, you should both be Zaycha, as well as everybody here, to finish not only the Bavli, but to be the Shalmi as well. The last from the Sechus in Surah was, of course, Bikurim, and there's actually a Machlokas, because there's a 4th parak of Bikurim, Dragonus, which is a difficult parak that has many dirsos. Most say it's a brisa, so therefore the siyum is done after the 3rd parak. But there's one hour on the 3rd parak I want to share with you. The 3rd parak of Bikurim begins with the ceremony about bringing the Bikurim to Yerushalayim. It's a very festive, very beautiful ceremony. And it mentions that rich people would bring their bikurim in gold and silver baskets, and they would get the baskets back. Precious. The poor people would bring wicker baskets, and the Kohanim would take it, but they didn't bother to attack it. One Rambam says, you see from here, Basar Anya, Azla, and Yusuf, which essentially means the poor people get poorer. The rich guys get the gold, the poor guy loses the basket. The Taisus Yamtif, that's the Kasha. Says, the Gemara in Ma'ikata says that originally funerals used to be very fancy. If you were wealthy, you did a fancier levaya. And Rabbi Gamliel, Paskin down himself, as a Nasi B'Yisrael, he Paskin that he should be buried in simple, plain tachrit. Shalol levayish esmi she'imoi, not to embarrass poor people. And because of Rabbi Gamliel, this became the minhag in Klal Yisrael that we don't distinguish between rich and poor, not to be mavayish she'imoi. So, Frek the Taishis Yomtiv, Bikurim was a public ceremony in the Mikdash. People would give their Bikurim, they would recite Parshias. Why didn't Chazal make a takana that everybody should bring in a wicker basket? Not to be Levayish. Why do you create distinctions where rich people bring fancy baskets, poor people bring poor baskets? Shlo Levayish as Mishayla. So the Taisus Yomtiv himself gives a teretz that since this involves kavod beis Elokeinu, it is covered for the Mikdash, it's covered for Hakadosh Baruch Hu, so for Keret, the better you can do it, the better it should be done. Meaning we're not going to go to a lower standard not to be Mavayish. This is what the Taisus Yomtiv says. Levaya. Levaya is a private thing, so we try to obliterate distinctions. With the emphasis, there's a mahalach that a number of Sfarim say, which they perhaps give a deeper response here. The Gemara in Brachos, last Mishnah in Brachos says, Chayav adam levarech al hara shaped from orach al hatayva. The person must be grateful, thank Hashem, even for the bad things in life, to the same degree that they do it for the good things in life. The Gemara explains, Havada, the bracha is different. For tragedy, there's a dayana emes. For good things, there's a tayva native. But it means there's an Indian of tzarich l'kavlim v'simcha. The person must understand that everything Hashem gives them is for their good. There's a gamzu l'tayva. And Rabbi Meir says, how do I know? So he quotes a pasuk. V'samachta b'chal hatayv asher Hashem aleikecha naisei lo. Hashem aleikecha. Hashem is midas harachamim. Aleikecha is midas adin. V'samachta b'chal hatayv. The person must feel that it's all good. Interestingly enough, the very pasuk that Rabbi Meir cites as the raya of Levarech al hara v'yikirach al hatayv v'samachta b'chal hatayv, where is that pasuk? That pasuk is in the parsha of Bikurim. V'samachta b'chal hatayv, it's parshas Kisava. Bikurim, the whole site of Bikurim is hakaras hatov, gratitude to Hashem. I have my first fruits. Adam writes a bekafshel like a carrot. The first fruits that a person worked on for so many months, that's bedavka he wants to keep. But we have to express gratitude for the birchas Hashem that we give it to our Hashem. So the whole site of Bikurim is hakaras hatayv. In that hakaras hatayv, the pasuk tells me, Levarech al hara, the shame from Levarech al hatayv. Why is it in Bikurim? Because that's what Bikurim is about. Bikurim is about the concept of hakaras hatayv for the birchas Hashem. The Torah says, don't think we're only grateful for the obvious, pashut, wonderful things, but even for the difficulties and challenges in life, we'll not continue. And Mela, okay, this is very pashut. What are you going to say about Bikurim? A guy is poor, so let's change the rules? That would imply that there's something embarrassing in being poor. When the whole avodah of Bikurim is to be makir tayv for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. For whatever matzah you're in, the person who was blessed with Ashiras is makir tayv that he was given Ashiras to do good things. And the person who has Aniyas, and Nisayin of Aniyas, is also grateful to Hashem for whatever it is, because the Nisayin of Oker could be a very great Nisayin. So the kasha doesn't start off with, what's the kasha? Let's make believe we're somebody else? No. Bikurim is about hakaras hatayv in what you are. The truth of the matter is, many others says, Isaiah Usher, the meaning of an Usher, or who is an Usher, Sameach B'chelka. So the Bell says, and largely it's true, that Sameach B'chelka is only true in Gashmias, it's not true in Ruchnias. Meaning, when it comes to money, well, I should be happy with what I have, but in Ruchnias, I have to go fight and fight. And this is largely very, very true, my friend. That doesn't mean, you don't say, I learned enough, I've done enough. We're not Sameach B'chelka in Ruchnias. But on a deeper level, the emphasis is there is a Sameach B'chelka in Ruchnias as well. Not the Sameach B'chelka that I don't have to learn more because I learned enough, but the Sameach B'chelka to be makir that